So I'm here today with David Hoernig, who is Director of Software Engineering here at Matrix Group. He's also our Sitefinity Product Manager, and you're also kind of our Search Product Manager.
Well, I become a Search Product Manager.
So Dave, SearchBlox 8.6 just came out, which is the latest version of a software that we implement. It's called SearchBlox.
Yep.
And tell us what SearchBlox is.
SearchBlox is a search tool. It's an indexer based on foundational search. It will index content, and we use it to then call those indexes and show the results on a website.
And why do we like it so much? Why do we keep recommending it?
Well, SearchBlox, first of all, it's fast. It's very fast. The indexing operation has an interface, so we use Solr as well. Solr doesn't provide an interface for that operation. You've got to do a lot of the back-end work yourself. It provides a faceted search, which is great. So
and what's that?
Faceted search, you have your results, and then within your first search term, let's say you searched for shoes and you want to find men's shoes or leather shoes or work shoes or purple shoes, then you could see those things, those options on the right or on the left, somewhere on the screen, where you can then check the box and filter the results from your original search. Which is great. It's a great feature. So a lot of our clients use that feature when they categorize their content especially. Someone does a search and then they want to say only within this category or only this file type or only from this source.
Now there are other reasons we like it, and I think you talk about federated search.
They offer a federated search. So with the premium version of SearchBlox, you can get a free version or you can pay for a version, an annual fee. And the premium version includes federated search, which means I can create multiple collections. So I could say my website is going to be collection 1, and my store is going to be collection 2, and maybe a sister site is going to be collection 3.
The LMS, the journal, whatever it is.
Yep, all the different sites where you don't have links from one site to the other. They're totally separate entities. But SearchBlox will let you crawl multiple entities like that and then provide the search results in a single interface. So
that's really powerful because many of our clients have multiple websites.
Absolutely.
An association site, a convention site, a journal site, etc.
That's right. And even clients who have things on one website still use that feature to break down sort of elements of the site. So we might create a collection that is, most of the public content, and a separate collection that is maybe members-only content. And in one case, I think we did that when their second part was the store content, and they wanted to show it, the results separately. So we can do that, and they also have featured results. SearchBlox allows for featured results. So if you have a term or a phrase, and you want to extend to your visitors, when they search for this phrase, I always want them to see this result. Or when they search for this term, I always want them to see this event, right, that's coming up. So we call that featured results. You might hear us refer to it as best bets. Same sort of thing. And those best bets with SearchBlox can be pages that are on your site or pages that go to some other site. Could be a sister site or a site that totally unrelated to yours.
Boy, that's really powerful because if you have members calling it conference or convention or annual show, you can actually set up best bets to have it go to your convention site as the top result.
That's exactly right. And it parallels to another feature they have, which is synonyms. And with synonyms, you can also take an acronym and say, if they search for this acronym, show them results for the fully spelled out word, right, that acronym represents. Or if they search for soccer, I'm going to include results for football, right, because those two terms in some cultures mean the same thing.
So Dave, what's the biggest mistake that clients make when it comes to search?
The biggest mistake they make is with the content prep. What I find is, first of all, when we implement search for the first time and the client has had maybe an out-of-the-box search or some other lesser technology that's serving it, they think the technology is going to solve their problem, but it doesn't by itself. A good search will expose more of their content than they thought was even available in general. And then once it's implemented, clients tend to think that, it's the technology's in place, I can kind of wash my hands of that and I'm done with it. But really maintaining a good search takes care and feeding of the content itself, the keywords that are used, and really just making sure that the results are what their expecting their visitors to find.
So we call it content prep, and Dave, I think you talk about making sure that pages have good title tags, making sure that collections
Sure.
are weighted properly,
Yep.
that best bets are set up, and looking at your search analytics on a regular basis so that you can tweak your search over time.
Yeah, all of those good practices to be in, and also understanding how a page might be weighted. So you could weight an individual collection over another. Let's say your store content is more valuable as a search result than content that's not on your store, your static pages. If you created multiple collections, you could actually give it a weight so that your store results kind of bubble up in the results. But you can also do things inside the content to increase the weight of individual items. So for example, if a search term that you were using or hoping the user would use to find a certain page was in that page's title, in the H1 tag, and multiple times throughout the content, it's going to make that page more likely to show up for a given term.
And Dave, I think you like to say that anything you do on your site to make the site search better makes the site more visible to Google.
Absolutely. All the practices that we would implement with a SearchBlox site for use within the site will also help Google, Bing, Yahoo, and all the major search engines.
Well, Dave, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for watching the Matrix Minute. Don't forget to connect with us on our blog and social media. For more information, go to matrixgroup.net.